If you find yourself cranking your engine over and over but it just refuses to start, your fuel pressure sensor might be the hidden reason why. The code P018A points to a malfunction in the fuel pressure sensor B circuit, and it can affect almost any modern vehicle from Ford and Chevy to Toyota and Chrysler. This sensor is actually a transducer, which is a fancy way of saying it changes its internal resistance based on how much pressure is pushing against it. It is usually mounted right on your fuel rail or the fuel line, and it sends a signal to the powertrain control module, so the computer knows exactly how much fuel to spray into the engine. The sensor typically uses a 5-volt reference signal and sends back a specific voltage that represents the current pressure. When the computer sees something wrong with that signal, it sets the P018A code and can even put your car into a mode where it simply will not run to protect the engine. Beyond a car that won't start, you might notice the engine is very hard to fire up in the morning, or that it stumbles and hesitates when you try to accelerate. Most of the time this is caused by a faulty sensor, a break in the wiring, or a problem with the fuel pump itself not delivering enough pressure. To figure out what is going on, a mechanic will first check for loose connections or damaged wires. They will use a digital multimeter to see if the 5-volt reference is actually reaching the sensor from the computer. If the electrical side looks good, they will hook up a mechanical fuel pressure gauge to the engine and compare that reading to what the scan tool is showing. If the mechanical gauge shows good pressure but the sensor says it is low, then you know the sensor has failed and needs to be replaced. If both are low, then the problem is likely your fuel pump or a clogged filter. Getting this fixed right away is important so you do not end up stuck in a parking lot with a car that will not start. If your check engine light is on and your car feels down on power, have a pro test your fuel system pressure today.